And welcome back to Coast, George Norrie with you, and of course our special guest Nita Farahani with us, and the Robinson O. Everett Distinguished Professor of Law and Philosophy at Duke University. Great university it is, and founding director of the Duke Initiative for Science and Society. Now, from 2010 to 17, she served as a commissioner on the U.S. Presidential Commission for the Study of Bioethical Issues. She's also the co-editor-in-chief of the Journal of Law and the Biosciences, and on the board of advisors for Scientific American. Farahani also holds an MB in genetics from Dartmouth College, a degree in biology from Harvard University, a Juris Doctor's degree and PhD philosophy from Duke University as well. Her book is called The Battle for Your Brain. Welcome to the program.
Thanks so much for having me.
Looking forward to this. How did you get involved in all this?
A long and windy path, but I will say it happened less deliberately than others to find it was really just, I've always been really interested in ethical and legal implications, the social implications of sciences and technology. I've been fascinated by science, but much more so what it means to society. So pursued degrees and ended up in academia studying agency.
We are hearing so much about the brain these days. I mean, it's incredible. Neuralink, of course, Elon Musk's program and things like that. Is this all dangerous?
It's not dangerous, but it's not implemented correctly with the right safeguards. It risks being pretty dystopian for society. You know, the idea of making our brains transparent could, usher in a new era of wellness and mental health wellness and the ability to finally know what's going on in our own brains. But if we can know what's going on in our own brains, that means that we've made it possible for other people to know so as well. And so without any kind of safeguards for mental privacy, it could be pretty bad.
Give us your definition, Nita, of neurotechnology.
So I define neurotechnology as the science class of any of the technologies that enable decoding or changing the brain. And that could be very varied. I mean, if we're listening to a radio show, that means that we're changing our brains. So I mean devices and technologies that either open time to actually look at the electrical activity in the brain or look at blood flow patterns in the brain. And then software, like artificial intelligence, that then interprets what those signals mean. So that could be something as big as a functional magnetic resonance imaging. This is like a big MRI that somebody goes into, and while they're in there, the blood flow patterns in their brain are studied and ultimately then decoded to see what's happening inside of the brain. Or neurotechnology that's coming, you mentioned Neuralink, it could be implanted sensors inside the brain, especially for people who've lost the ability to communicate or to move, to be able to do so directly from their brains. And what's coming now is wearable neurotechnology. These are sensors, much like the sensors that are in a smartwatch or in a smart ring, except they're in earbuds or headphones or, in a forehead band that pick up the electrical activity in the brain and can be decoded to pick up basic things like, are you paying attention, is your mind wandering, are you happy, are you sad, basic emotional things.
The title of your book, The Battle for Your Brain, is pretty provocative. What does it mean?
The kind of final frontier, as I see it, the final place that corporations and governments are really trying to get access to is what's actually happening in their brains. So that's not just happening there, but is it possible to change it? And so, corporations have, for many years now, commodified, that is, bought information about what we do online, our financial transactions, our GPS location data, everything about us, to try to develop very precise profiles of people to be able to target them with advertisements. Now, the kind of final frontier of that battle is what's happening in our brains. And if corporations can have much more direct access to what we're thinking or feeling or our mental experiences, or if governments can have it, there's kind of a race to remote access, and what will they do with that access?
Is it like tapping into your phone, or is it even broader than that?
I think it's much more precise than that. So, your phone is still, like, the only way, all that can be picked up from your phone, which is a lot, is your location information, if you have GPS in it, or what you're saying, so your expressed words. When you're talking about neurotechnology, these are the things that can be picked up not through your words or actions. So it's not just what you say out loud, but it's what you're feeling. Are you feeling bored? Are you feeling engaged? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling sad? Are you paying attention when you're at work, or is your mind wandering? Those are the kinds of things that you don't say out loud on your phone that aren't able to be picked up and tapped into, but could be tapped into if you're wearing neurotechnology that then is intercepted, or if you're required, for example, in the workplace to wear brain sensors, which has happened in some workplaces around the world. Can your employer literally kind of peer into your brain and see, are you paying attention? Am I wondering? Are you checking social media instead of doing your work? Are you falling asleep behind the wheel when you're a commercial driver?
On the upside, let's talk about the benefits of neurotechnology. What do you think they are?
I think they could be vast. So, right now, if you look at mental health across the world, it's getting worse.
Yeah, right.
And longevity are improving. More than 1 billion people worldwide suffer from depression or mental illness or drug use disorders. 55 million have dementia. 300 million suffer from, specific kinds of depression. These aren't like numbers. And we haven't traditionally treated brain health and wellness as seriously as the rest of our physical health, even though it's so critical to who we are as people. And if you could use brain sensors to finally make transparent to ourselves what's really happening in our own brains, if we could track our brain health and wellness the same way that we track the rest of our physical health and wellness, that really could reverse those numbers. That could make it possible to pick up the earliest stages of neurodegenerative disorders like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease, or be able to detect things like depression or the earliest stages of aggressive brain tumors. I think that could be incredibly promising, for people who have suffered from neurodegenerative diseases where they can't, speak in the same way that they used to be able to, move in the same way that they'd be able to, using their brain to be able to, could be enabling for them. It could make it possible for them to interact with the rest of the world. And that could be true more broadly, too. There's the kind of promise of much more seamless ways of swiping or typing using our brains directly as our interface to other technologies instead of having to type on a computer or swipe with a mouse. So those are some of the promises that I think are, the upside to neurotechnology.
What about somebody who is subjected to anger all the time? Might the neural technology be able to temper that person?
Maybe. It might be able to do it in a couple of ways. So it might be able to pick up the fact that a person is angry, and then they could use neurofeedback. So, if you see that you're getting really stressed out, for example, which you can see from different brainwave activity, you could use techniques to calm yourself down. Everything from learning basic meditation practices to even taking medication, and then you could see how effective it is based on brain sensors. There's also, these devices aren't just read devices, some of them are write devices. And what that means is, giving small currents of electrical stimulation. And while I don't know any of those that work for anger as of yet, certainly in some cases of severe depression or like untreated depression, there are reports of patients who've had implant technology that reset their brain activity and enable them to be treated effectively for depression.
Well, there's no question that science has been able to pinpoint areas of the brain that certain things happen. So with neurotechnology, they may be able to pinpoint it even better and go in and do something about it, right?
Yeah, no, I think that's absolutely right. I mean, I think the more we know about the human brain, the more it will be possible to treat it, whether that's for something like a brain tumor or that's something like, certain behavioral disorders or things that animals have. The more we can track and decode what's happening in the brain, the greater possibility there is for treating what's happening.
Will we ever get to the point, Nita, where the courts would order things done to people? Let's say somebody's a serial killer. Obviously, there's a quirk in the brain. Would they be able to order the science to do something about the serial killer's brain?
Maybe. When you're talking about a serial killer, that's a pretty complex behavior. Like what exactly would you pinpoint, right? There's been a lot of studies that have been done in sociopathy or psychopathy that have shown, for example, that some people, or a lot of people with psychopathy, many of whom might go on to become serial killers, but certainly not all of them, that a certain region of the brain that is psychopathy versus those who don't.
We're going to take a break, Nita, and we'll come back and pick it up there. But then we'll talk about the downside of neurotechnology. Donation. I'm Mark Mayfield from the iHeartRadio newsroom. Good traffic. Good evening, 1031. I'm Bob Williams. Vehicle crash. Heavy traffic on southbound 99 behind that crash being reported. An overnight ramp closure westbound 50 to southbound 99. Possibility of two. Westbound Cap City Freeway to westbound 50. Keep an eye out for that one. Don't get surprised like the traffic reported did last night. Also heavy traffic Midtown area eastbound 50 heading towards 15th Street. And from the Cap City 99 connector out to about 59th Street. Traffic on the 10s every 10 minutes mornings and afternoons. Bob Williams, KFPK News Radio, 93.1 FM, 1530 AM. Now, Sacramento weather. Well, the clear sky early on this morning. Those will be between 54 and 56. Will be very warm later today with plenty of sunshine. Highs between 91 and 95. Clear later tonight. Those will be down into the upper 50s. Picking with sunshine into Friday. Sky River Casino. We're taking entertainment and hospitality to a whole new level. Whether you're looking for the hottest spots, classic table games, or want to indulge in one of our 17 unique dining options, next hour with Nita Farahani about this, so get ready to jump aboard. Beyond Belief, that's our television channel. We invite you to sign up at beyondbelief.com. We sure do. Beyondbelief.com, that's where you want to go. We have file there. We have a lot of fun things there. Check it out. Beyondbelief.com. We also have a free YouTube channel that we'd love for you to subscribe. More than 500,000 people have jumped aboard to do it. Tom, how do they sign up? Very easy. Head over to coasttocoastam.com. You go to the top, there's a little YouTube icon. Boom, you click that. It's free. It's interviews of recent past shows and a lot of fun. Super. And there's something for you to build up your immune system.
HealthyLooking.com and Dr. Alan Malay brings 4 decades of experience in natural products for the exclusive stem cell wellness kit that works with your body's stem cells to assist your immune system.
To the local and whether it's physical activity, diet, smoking, low hormones, supported by reducing inflammation and aiding the body to heal itself. A stem cell is a cell needing to be told what it needs to be. If there is inflammation, cancer, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, various types of cancer, depression, Alzheimer's, osteoporosis, supporting the body to protect those cells that it needs. And that is the purpose of ImmuStem and adaptive